You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White sports fans, a few days ago, we found out that Washington State head football coach Nick Rolovich was fired from his job. Now, he knew this was coming. We actually knew this was coming as well because in the People's Republic of Washington State, there is a jab mandate. And if you don't abide by the jab, bend your knee down to these people, you will lose your job. And it happened. Nick Rolovich has not gotten a jab. He does not want to get it. He filed for a religious exemption and they told him no. So he was let go along with several other coaches on his staff. And guys, now check this out. Nick Rolovich is fighting back. It says here on Yahoo Sports, former Washington State football coach Nick Rolovich's attorney plans to take legal action against the school. And you know what? I hope that he wins this because the man had a contract and it's clear as day that his contract was actually voided illegally, if you ask me, because I'm pretty sure in his contract, it never said that you must get the jab in order to be employed. Now, the problem is, and I'm no lawyer whatsoever, is that he's in Washington State. And we know how Washington State is. Seattle's up there. And you know that the disaster that has been happening in Seattle with these liberal politicians out there. This whole thing, these mandates, it is 100% political. But it says here, an attorney for former Washington State football coach Nick Rolovich announced on Wednesday that the coach plans to take legal action against the school. He better sue the pants off of Washington State University. Rolovich was fired for a cause on Monday after a religious accommodation request wasn't granted for its decision to not take the COVID-19 vaccine. The firing occurred because of a state deadline that essentially declared that all state employees needed to be vaccinated by October 18th. In the release, Rolovich's lawyer, Brian Falling, calls the termination, quote, unjust and unlawful. In the release, Falling accuses Washington State Athletic Director Pat Chun of, quote, discriminatory and vindictive behavior that has caused immeasurable harm to Coach Rolovich and his family. Chun declined comment. The release doesn't specify what damages Rolovich will be seeking nor what exactly the legal case will entail. Rolovich had 3 years and approximately $9 million remaining on his contract when Washington State terminated him, and he should sue for every single dollar. I hate authoritarians. These people are ruling by decree. This is the kind of thing that goes on in communist countries. But you know what? In the People's Republic of Washington State, I don't see much of a difference. I really don't. But it goes on. He says he was fired for cause along with 4 on-field assistant coaches, which means that the university does not plan to pay Rolovich any of the money remaining on his contract. He'd have been owed $3.6 million if fired without cause. And they did this to try to not pay him anything. These people, these liberals in liberal-run states are destroying people's lives. The statement mentions Rolovich's sincerely held religious beliefs and claims Washington State, without offering specifics, indicated that if Rolovich had been granted a religious exemption, that no accommodation would have been made. Of course, because these people are evil, folks. They are evil. These people that have implemented these type of mandates are evil. They don't care about you people. Now, people that vote for these people, they're coming after you. Keep that in mind. It also says, without offering specifics, that Chung had already determined that Coach Rolovich would be fired since at least early April. And at that time, folks, there was no mandates at that point. Quote, Chun's animus towards Coach Rolovich sincerely held religious beliefs, and Chun's dishonesty at the expense of Coach Rolovich during the past year is damning and will be thoroughly detailed in litigation, according to Falling. The news release signals that the start of the litigation portion of Rolovich's dismissal, and it targets both the university and Chung, claiming that Chung arranged a secret donor trip that he had Rolovich attend during the height of the pandemic in July 2020. It says the trip shows the university's deceitfulness about being unable to accommodate Coach Rolovich, even if his religious exemption request had been granted. Quote, it is tragic and damning commentary on our culture, and more specifically on Chung, that Coach Rolovich has been derided, demonized, and ultimately fired from his job merely for being devout in his Catholic faith, the release said. So, wow, Nick Rolovich is fighting back against these authoritarians. He is fighting back against these evil people. And you know what? More people need to take this route, because if we don't fight back, then these people are going to continue to destroy people's lives. And if you don't think they're going to come after you, especially if you know you're in these blue states, they will. They will come to destroy you. Get ready, guys. But what do you guys think of this, guys? Nick Rolovich planning to sue the pants off of Washington State University for wrongful termination. I hope that he wins. I hope that he gets his fair day in court. But being in Washington State, I don't know. But like I said before, I'm no lawyer. But I do hope that he wins this case, because this needs to end. People's lives are being ruined by all of these mandates. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.